To Stellar Eureka, where today we're unlocking the centuries-old secrets of Amish gardening, wisdom that modern gardeners are only just rediscovering. Imagine growing an abundant garden without chemicals, expensive equipment, or complicated techniques. That's the Amish way, a method that has fed families throughout droughts, depressions, and changing times using nothing but simple, natural approaches that work with nature, not against it. From turning kitchen scraps into garden gold to reading nature's own planting calendar, these 50 gardening hacks work whether you have acres of farmland or just a few pots on your apartment balcony. So grab your notebook. You'll want to remember these practical, time-tested techniques that'll transform how you grow. Let's discover 50 Amish gardening hacks you'll wish you knew sooner. Let's start with something that might sound strange but delivers explosive growth: burying fish scraps under your plants. A secret Native Americans taught early settlers that the Amish still use today. The technique is brilliantly simple. Dig a hole about a foot deep, place fish remains inside, heads, bones, or even whole small fish. Cover with several inches of soil and plant directly above. As the fish breaks down, it creates a perfect slow-release superfood that feeds roots for weeks. Tomatoes, corn, and squash planted above fish scraps grow dramatically stronger, greener, and more productive. It's like giving your garden a natural growth formula straight from the ocean. If you're concerned about animals digging or odors, simply bury the scraps deeper or freeze them first. This ancient approach might seem unusual, but the results are undeniable. Gardeners consistently report harvests that are noticeably more abundant with virtually no extra expense. Your most productive garden awaits, and we're just getting started. Next, we'll explore how to turn kitchen waste into garden gold. In an Amish garden, waste is a foreign concept. Table scraps, chicken manure, fallen leaves, if it once lived, it goes into the compost pile. This dark, crumbly mixture is the engine that powers their famously productive gardens. Building your own pile is simple. Layer browns like straw and dry leaves with greens like vegetable peels and grass clippings. Add some water, turn it every week or two, and let nature work its magic. The result isn't just fertilizer, it's a living ecosystem that transforms your soil from the ground up. Good compost does more than just feed plants. It makes soil richer, fluffier, and full of life. It helps your garden hold moisture longer and resist pests and disease naturally. Amish families usually let their piles break down over several months, but even a quick 3-bin system works wonders. Use it in planting beds, mix it into potting soil, or spread it around growing crops. You'll spend less on store-bought fertilizer and grow healthier food too. While compost builds long-term soil health, sometimes plants need immediate nutrition. That's where our next technique comes in. In an Amish garden, you'll rarely see bare soil between plants. Instead, they cover it with protective layers of organic material, what gardeners call mulch. This simple practice saves countless hours of work while dramatically improving plant health. Straw, hay, dried leaves, grass clippings, all these materials serve the same important purposes when spread around your plants. They block weeds before they can sprout, lock moisture in the soil during hot weather, and regulate soil temperature to protect roots. As these materials gradually break down, they feed the soil just like slow-release fertilizer. The practice couldn't be simpler. Once your plants are a few inches tall, spread a 2 to 4 inch layer of your chosen material around them, keeping it pulled slightly away from stems. That's it. No special tools or techniques required. With soil properly covered, you'll water less often, pull fewer weeds, and harvest healthier crops. It's one of the most effective time savers in the garden. Now let's look at how something you'd normally throw away after breakfast can give certain plants a crucial nutrient boost. Amish households never throw away eggshells. They save them for their gardens. Why? Because each eggshell is packed with calcium that plants need, especially tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants. The approach is wonderfully simple. Collect shells in a container, let them dry, then crush them into small pieces. Sprinkle these around your plants or mix them into planting holes. As they slowly break down, they release calcium that helps prevent blossom end rot, that disappointing black spot that ruins tomatoes when calcium is lacking. There's another benefit too. Crushed eggshells create a scratchy barrier that slugs and snails hate crawling over. A ring of shells around vulnerable plants can dramatically reduce damage from these pests. For seedling starters, you can even plant directly in rinsed half shells filled with soil. When it's time to transplant, put the whole thing in the ground. The shell will break down and feed the plant as it grows. It's a perfect example of the Amish philosophy. What looks like waste is actually a valuable resource. Coming up after the break, another kitchen leftover that can supercharge your garden. And it's something most people pour down the drain.
Sign up for BetMGM Casino app, claim your welcome offer, and start earning rewards. Play slots.
That morning cup of coffee or tea can pull double duty in your garden. The Amish waste nothing, and these breakfast leftovers make excellent plant food. Coffee grounds are rich in nitrogen and help improve soil structure. They're particularly good for acid-loving plants like blueberries, azaleas, and many vegetables. Simply sprinkle a thin layer around plants or mix grounds into your compost to balance out dry materials like leaves. The grounds break down quickly, releasing nutrients while attracting earthworms, nature's soil improvers. Used tea leaves work similarly. They can be scattered directly around plants or steeped in water for a gentle fertilizing tea your plants will love. The tannins and minerals in tea gradually enrich the soil and improve its ability to hold water. Both coffee grounds and tea leaves make excellent additions to compost piles and can even deter certain pests. It's a perfect example of the Amish approach, finding value in what others throw away. Next, we'll tackle one of the biggest challenges in small gardens: limited space. The Amish solution might surprise you. Space is precious in Amish gardens, where families grow food to last all year. Their solution? Growing up instead of out by training vining plants onto vertical supports. Beans, peas, cucumbers, tomatoes, and even small melons can be grown vertically using simple trellises, stakes, or strings. This approach not only saves significant garden space, but also improves air circulation, reducing disease problems while making harvesting easier. No more hunting through sprawling vines for hidden vegetables. You can create supports from almost anything: wooden stakes, salvaged branches, cattle panels, or even strings hung from overhead supports. The famous Florida weave method uses twine woven between posts to support tomato plants without expensive cages. When vines grow upward, their fruits develop cleaner and more uniform, with fewer pest problems. Plus, you can grow twice as much food in the same space. A perfect solution for today's smaller yards and gardens. With your garden now expanding upward, our next hack focuses on what might be the most misunderstood garden activity: watering properly. The Amish approach to watering is counterintuitive but extremely effective. Water thoroughly but infrequently, rather than giving plants a light daily sprinkle. This technique encourages roots to grow deeper into the soil where moisture remains even during hot spells. Plants with deep roots become naturally drought-resistant and more stable. In contrast, frequent shallow watering creates weak, surface-level root systems that dry out quickly and make plants dependent on constant attention. In Amish gardens, watering is done at the base of plants, not overhead. This reduces disease problems by keeping leaves dry while delivering moisture directly where it's needed. Morning is the best time to water, as this gives plants all day to absorb moisture and allows foliage to dry before evening. How do you know when it's time to water? Simply stick your finger into the soil up to the second knuckle. If it feels dry at that length, it's watering time. If it's still damp, wait another day. This mindful approach saves water, time, and creates stronger plants. Now we'll explore how certain plants can help each other thrive when strategically paired together. In Amish gardens, plants aren't arranged randomly. They're thoughtfully paired to help each other thrive. This practice, called companion planting, creates natural partnerships that boost growth and reduce pest problems without chemicals. The classic example is the three sisters: corn, beans, and squash planted together. The corn provides a natural